Hello, good evening everyone. My name is Toan, and this is the exploit demonstration video for CIS 5370. I'm doing my video on man-in-the-middle attack, and what a man-in-the-middle attack is pretty much the attacker or the hacker will put themselves in the middle of a user and the gateway or the router. The attacker will then trick or spoof the IP address of the gateway and trick the unknown user's device to send traffic to his machine. With that, he can collect all data, watch traffic flow through, and pretty much, get username and passwords and whatnot. In this demonstration, I'm using Kali Linux. I installed it virtually on my desktop, and I will be opening up websites via my Windows machine just to generate traffic. I do have this on my network at home, so without further ado, I guess we'll get started. First thing is you'll open up a terminal, and you will run updates. I did this a while ago, and for some reason the camera crashed on me, so to save time I'm just going to redo the commands. Sudo apt-get updates the repositories for the Linux machine. Once that is completed, you would want to install man-in-the-middle framework. As mentioned, there's other ways to do this. I just happen to find that the man-in-the-middle framework makes it simpler to do. So once that's done, you would install the man-in-the-middle framework, sudo apt-get install MITM. Once that's installed, what you want to do is you want to check which interface you're using. I know for sure I'm using my local ETH0, which is my hardwired connection. Most likely, if you're at a cafe like Starbucks or something like that, you're probably on wireless. But in either case, to check that, you would just run an ifconfig, and you can see here that I am on ETH0. The next thing I would want to do is to get the gateway. I would just run a netstat rn, and I would see my gateway. There I have my gateway of 172.168.249.1. Now I actually have all the information I need to run this. Like I said, I typed this in earlier. I'm just saving time now, but it's just sudo MITM. I'm going through my interface of ETH0. I'm spoofing the gateway of 192.168.249.1. Hit enter, and you can see that it will start to run. So now that it's running, I'm going to generate some traffic. Just logging into my, well, actually you can see some traffic here. I have a Hue at home. It's the Hue lights, and you can actually see that it's trying to go out of port 80, what the IP address is. Also, for example, like I said, I have a camera, and if I mess with it, you can see my username and my password. Just for instructional purposes, I did change my password to something easy. I will change this back to its actual correct password, but I just wanted you guys to see that I can sit on a network and read and just watch traffic. And you can also see the, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to stop this from scrolling. You can actually see what IP address my camera system is and what ports it's using. Also, here's my public IP. I know that's dangerous to give out, but hopefully this is for instructional purposes. So anyways, I'm going to close out my camera system here. And I found that certain sites you go to, you can actually see traffic. Right now I just opened up Chrome, and I'm gonna go to my DDNS for my camera, and you will actually see that it tells me that I'm using a Chrome browser in a Windows operating system and what website I went to. So here, if I type in, I'm just going to shrink this so hopefully it makes it easier to see. If I type in a username, for example, like test user, and if I type in a password of password, and I try to log in, of course that's incorrect, but you can see here that, see if I can find it, right here, user ID, test user, and password is what I typed in. So the attacker can actually sit here and watch all this go through, watch you type in your username and password and see what websites you're actually going to. I've tried this with Hotmail as well, which I'm trying now, but I have good experience on it using IE11. So let's see how this will work for me. If I try to sign in, and you can see all the ads that internet or that MSN puts on their website. But here, for example, I'll use my actual email address here, and hit next. And for the password, I'm just going to put in incorrect password and hit next. Hopefully I won't get logged out here or locked out of my account, but let me see if we can find what I was typing in here. Yep. So here you can see login of my login, and the password I typed in right here is incorrect password. So an attacker can actually sit there and watch all this traffic go through. So that is my exploit demonstration on man-in-the-middle attack. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've learned something. I definitely did in researching this project. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.